David Pacitti is into the final hours of Hell in a Smell 3. How's that gone then? That seems to have gone really well. YouTube.com/Cultaholic/live. If you want to check him out before 1 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, go give our boy some support. Good luck, mate. Here is your wrestling news. Backstage details on Roman Reigns' faction have been revealed. Could a top AEW star's return be in doubt? And a unique stipulation match has been added to tonight's episode of Raw. We'll talk about it in a little bit. But first, ooh, not my words, the words of the Wurzels. And the words of Roman Reigns before he does that big old spear that he used to do when he was a good guy. Now he doesn't do the ooh-ah, you get it. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso's story has been phenomenally told over the past month or so, and it looks set to continue. So we have talked a little bit about Roman Reigns building a faction on Friday Night Smackdown, and a few more details about that has come to light. Obviously, it's going to be involving Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso as well when he is set to return. WrestlingNews.co have reported that the Usos will take on a brand new look for this faction. This will involve wrestling shirtless, as Roman Reigns currently is, adopting a look that is very similar or equal to that of Roman Reigns. And all three will get brand new theme music as well. Expect the Usos theme and Roman Reigns theme to go in the bin by the end of the year, possibly the start of next year, and be replaced with something brand new and bespoke for those three and whoever else may join that faction as well. They're waiting really upon the return of Jimmy Uso to really go to town on this faction, as Jimmy will be standing by his brother's side and in turn standing by the head of the table himself as well. What will happen from there is, according to a WWE source, we will see the Usos become SmackDown Tag Team Champions in the first part of 2021, looking like on or around the Royal Rumble, which is near when Jimmy is set to return. We will see the Usos become the champs and stand aside Roman Reigns, with everybody holding the gold. This also with this, there is talk from WWE sources that this entire thing, the Roman Reigns head of the table story, is mapped out completely into the next 6 months. So from now up until WrestleMania and possibly even beyond, they know exactly where they're going with this. And we've talked about this before, how there'll be grand ideas for wrestling stories, and we've seen them fall away. But here's the difference maker this time. Vince McMahon is 100% behind this storyline development for Roman Reigns. Vince has always been a big fan of Roman anyway. He loves the big dog. But to have Vince McMahon behind this story suggests that this is definitely gonna go the distance. Now, we don't know exactly how it's gonna pan out when it gets to WrestleMania and who Roman Reigns' opponent will be, or who the Usos will be mixed up with come WrestleMania. But what we do know is expect a new look, a new sound, a new vibe for the Usos and Roman Reigns very, very soon, when we have more details on this faction, as it's something that's been talked about for a couple of weeks now. And every time we get a little bit more, we'll let you know more, and you can find out more at cultaholic.com. AEW hearts were aflutter with the potential return of the Honey Badger Pac. A video emerged on Wednesday that says that Pac will break his silence on AEW Dynamite this week. He's not been around for a long time, and with Pete Dunne making his way over to NXT on the other side of things, it clearly suggests that travel to and from the UK is looking a bit more fluid. So maybe this was leading towards something for Pac. Lo and behold, we get an announcement on AEW TV saying Pac will break his silence. And there is now some doubt that a long-awaited Pac return could be happening, since over the weekend, as you may know, here in England, we've got ourselves a little lockdown coming up, with Boris on Saturday night saying, absolutely don't go out unless you have to go out, in which case do go out, but don't go out. Yeah, so UK, they're not the UK, because everybody else is doing their own different things, but in England especially, we're starting a lockdown on Thursday, and that is going to cause all kinds of issues, potentially putting Pac's return to AEW on the back burner once again. This was not news that AEW were privy to until when they made the announcement last week that Pac will be breaking his silence. So this was something that was only broken to us on Saturday. Obviously there'd been rumour and innuendo, but this was only coming to us on Saturday. So we'll keep an eye on this one as well, potentially knocking the return of Pac to AEW back by maybe a month, hopefully just a month, because I for one am really keen to see Pac in AEW. But I'm also want to try and see a silver lining, right? So in the event that we don't get Pac back in AEW immediately, can we get more Pac promos around Newcastle? Because I for one just was so genuinely excited of where I live to see on AEW Dynamite and on the AEW YouTube channel, Pac wandering around the quayside, walking past that jeweller's with the clock outside it near Stack in Newcastle, walking down those steps that I'm pretty sure I slipped in dog poo on once. There's so much joy to be had from watching Pac walking around the northeast of England. So if we don't get Pac back in a ring, can we just have him, I don't know, just coming out of a Greg's eating a festive bake saying, "I'm gonna come get you, Kenny Omega"? That'd be fine too. Congratulations to Jonathan Gresham on the weekend. He became the first Ring of Honor Pure Champion since 2006, defeating Tracy Williams in the tournament final. This has been a tournament that has been so much fun over the past month or so to watch. Just some great wrestling from Ring of Honor. Jonathan Gresham is the perfect guy to hold this championship as well. Just an amazing wrestling style that just suits that championship. A championship that has been held by guys like Doug Williams and AJ Styles and Samoa Joe and Nigel McGuinness and Daniel Bryan. Gresham joining some really elite company by becoming the Ring of Honor Pure Champion. Major League Wrestling getting psyched up for their relaunch coming up this month. They've made a heavy hit of a signing with Laredo Kid from AAA. The reigning AAA World Cruiserweight Champion Laredo Kid is officially part of MLW. They put out a press statement to say that Kid's intention in MLW is to unify the AAA Cruiserweight and the MLW Middleweight Championships. There's also talk via Conan of having the AAA Cruiserweight Championship defended on Major League Wrestling television, which would be a great showcase for AAA, for Lucha Libre on Major League Wrestling television. I think that'd be a really lovely combination from those guys. MLW back later on this month. Some big plans for those guys going forward, and I think the inclusion of some AAA love is certainly very welcomed. And finality, 2020 has been a hodgepodge of odd botches, and we continue that trend as we get to the end of it with some Vince Russo style booking on Monday Night Raw. Tonight we will see Elias and Jeff Hardy competing in a guitar on a pole match. This is the first pole match I think we've had in WWE in quite some time, but these two have been kabonging each other for several weeks now, and the only way to settle things is to stick a guitar at the top of a pole and have them fight for it. Now, Vince Russo didn't invent the pole match. Obviously, this is a match that goes back many decades, but he certainly made it his own, didn't he? All you have to do is type in "on a pole" into WWE Network search, and you'll see quite a few of Vince Russo's creations from there. There's maybe a little project that you can crack on with today. Just find out some of your favourite on a pole matches. I liked Shane Douglas versus Billy Kidman, Viagra on a pole. That was a thing that happened. But Elias and Jeff Hardy, guitar on a pole match. Can I throw out a hack theory for this as well? Thanks. Jeff Jarrett's been hanging around a lot at WWE lately, hasn't he? He was at the on the kickoff show panel for Hell in a Cell. He's had some back and forth with Retribution. I'm going to put this out into the world. Jeff Jarrett's getting involved in the guitar in a pole match, isn't he? Somehow, Jeff Jarrett's getting involved in guitar in a pole. Double J in 2020. Why not? Why not? Adam Pacitti is currently sat in a room full of horse manure. So anything's possible. By the way, youtube.com/cultaholic/live. If you're watching this video before 1 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, get over there and enjoy Adam's endurance. You're very welcome. Stay safe. Love you, bye.